say it's a course that I have to take to graduate. It's part of the core curriculum. I don't know about you, but I always thought that the core was the part that you threw away. It's called Faith and Human Values. But today is great. Old Professor Tupper, he's allowing one of the students to read her midterm paper to the rest of the class. This is great. Gives me a chance to look over my biology notes for the biology exam. It's coming up this afternoon. Oh, I know, I'm not a model student, but hey, if I hear one more person in this class say worldview, I think I'm gonna scream.
Good morning, fellow students.
She seems polite enough. Nice change.
My paper deals with my perspective on world views.
Oh, brother.
How do we make sense of our world? What is this life all about? What about evil and suffering? Is this just a chance happening? An explosion billions of years ago? Or a purposeful creation of a loving God?
If she answers all those questions in 1 hour, somebody needs to walk in here, give her a Nobel Peace Prize.
Yes, we each have our own worldview. Oh, you may have never written yours down, but we do live it. A worldview, simply stated, is the way we look at the world.
How profound. If it's so simple, why do we have to study it?
Dante, Kierkegaard, and Camus,
She is kind of cute, though.
Differentiation would not be so easily drawn. I'm going to list and discuss each of the 6 basic worldviews as you see them listed on the board: atheism, pantheism, panentheism, deism, theism. We're challenged to develop our own worldview. Like these philosophical giants, we must also understand the reasons and tenets of our beliefs.
All this is very informative, but I kind of wonder what she believes.
Now, I know some of you may be asking, what does she believe?
Pretty impressive.
After many years of seeking answers on my own, I've come to the conclusion that I must trust Jesus Christ as my Savior. There is one God. He created the earth. Human beings have a free will. We chose to rebel. However, in this rebellion, God sent His only Son, Jesus Christ, to die for the things that we did wrong here on the earth. I believe that Jesus is the only way to heaven.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions? I've written some notes here.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. Don't you think that that's a bit narrow?
Narrow?
Jesus Christ being the only way?
Well, He said Himself, I'm the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father but by me.
I've been to Sunday school. What I'm trying to say is Gandhi, Buddha, Muhammad, now those were all some incredibly good and impressive people.
A study about God is not a study about good or impressive people.
Well, Jesus was a person.
But He was also God.
Well, if He was so perfect, if God was so perfect, why did God create evil?
God didn't create evil.
I thought God created everything.
He created humans with a free will.
He created humans, and you've got to admit that humans are evil.
He created humans with a free will, and humans made the wrong choice. You see, it started...
Humans are evil, and God created them. Now you're not going to go into all this Adam and Eve stuff, are you?
Well, you see...
Excuse me, Becky. Our time is up. You're doing a terrific job in your report. Paul, your discussion with Becky is so provocative. I suggest that maybe you get her phone number. The two of you can continue later.
Okay.
Thanks so much, Becky. Class, you're dismissed.
Thank you, Dr. Tupper.
Thank you.
What do you want? Class is over.
Your phone number.
What?
Dr. Tupper suggested that if I wanted to continue this conversation, I should get your phone number.
You have got to be kidding.
No, I don't want to date. Listen, I understand you don't want to date someone who's not a Christian. I understand Orthodox Christianity. I happen to be a Christian myself.
You're a Christian?
You look surprised.
Well, I'm sorry, but you sure didn't sound like one a few minutes ago.
Well, sure, I have a lot of questions, have a lot of doubts. But I was baptized when I was a kid, and I'm basically a very caring person. I'm just not a fanatic like...
Like me?
Well, I respect fanaticism.
You just don't get it, do you?
Get what?
Christianity.
Christianity, well, I get some of it. I mean, do unto others as they would have them do unto you. Jesus cares. Jesus wept. Love thy neighbor. You know, the basics.
So you get the fruit, but you don't get the root.
That's profound. What does it mean?
Well, you see, the root of Christianity is my faith in Jesus Christ. The fruit, the things you mentioned, well, those come simply as a result of my relationship with Him.
Paradoxical, analytical. I like it.
Are you making fun of me?
No, I really do like the analogy. I'm just not sure that you can lump the whole world into your frame of faith.
I don't have to. I'm not responsible for reality. God is.
Touché. Well, what about it?
What about what?
Your phone number. That's a 437 number. I didn't know that you lived on campus.
I don't. That's the library number. I work there.
No wonder I've never seen you before.
Hi. I'm sorry.
You really know how to sneak up on a guy, don't you?
I haven't seen you in at least a couple of weeks. You haven't stopped by to argue with me.
I prefer the term debate.
Well, whatever. I haven't seen you in a while. Where have you been?
I've been working on a little project here.
Oh, really? For what class?
Has a long title. Faith in the Subculture of Existentialism and Humanism within the 20th century.
Must be a new one.
Yeah.
Who teaches it?
Oh, independent study.
Sure.
Okay. I'm just doing a little leisure reading.
Leisure reading, huh? Well,
Yeah.
let's see here. Atheism, irrational man, the effects of existentialism on 20th century America,
Yeah.
humanism as a lifestyle. This isn't leisure reading, this is migraine reading. I think you have to have a license to read all of these books simultaneously. Oh, what's that other book you've got there?
Other book? What other book?
The one behind your back there?
Oh, this one?
Yeah. Oh, how sweet. It's a children's Bible.
Yeah, you know, a couple of weeks ago I lent my regular Bible to someone. I haven't gotten it back, so this is all I had, so I brought it up here.
You must have had this one for a long time.
Yeah.
Let's see. To Paul Galloway, upon your acceptance of Jesus Christ as personal Savior, 1974.
See, I don't lie. I'm a dyed-in-the-wool Baptist.
So you really were baptized?
Yeah.
Pine Lake Baptist Church, Sunny Grove, Alabama.
Yeah, haven't been there in a long time. Not since my dad moved to Athens.
Athens? Was he in the military?
No, Athens, Georgia. Big difference.
So you thought you'd just come to the library and read some theological and philosophical treatises and compare them to the Bible, huh?
Yeah.
Well, have you found any answers?
The more I read, the more confused I become. I remember when I used to use this Bible a whole lot more than I do now. I used to read it and actually believe the truth in it. It gave me some comfort that there were some answers to this life. Sooner or later, my parents got divorced, and I was juggled like a hot potato from one Sunday to the other, from one church to the other. One Sunday I'd be at Athens, and I'd be going to church with my dad's wife, who was Catholic, and the next Sunday I'd be back at the Baptist church. I just had trouble. And then I became bitter about the whole situation. I just gave it up, I suppose. Well, I've decided that it all comes down to one book.
Which one?
This one.
I'm glad you didn't decide on the effects of existentialism on 20th century America. So what's the verdict?
Verdict? I don't think that I have the right to pass judgment on the best-selling book of all time.
Well, sure you do. You know, we all decide whether or not to believe it.
Well, I do believe in God. I have that down.
Well, that's a start.
I just can't believe, with all the miracles, the DNA, all the species of animals, all the technology now, that this all came together from one big blob of goo. I mean,
Well stated.
there is a God. He's left his mark everywhere. But what I don't understand, if there is a God, and I believe there is, why doesn't he say something? Why doesn't he just say, hey, I'm God. I want you to know that I exist and that I created you.
People are staring.
Oh, sorry.
You mean like your principal used to do over the intercom in junior high
Yes,
school?
exactly like that. Why doesn't he do that?
Well, God chooses to speak today through his word.
Well, how am I supposed to know that?
Read it. Follow your heart.
Well, Becky, there are hundreds of brilliant people who say that the Bible is just a book of fairy tales and perhaps half-truths.
But there are many other brilliant people who have studied the Bible and have come away knowing that it is the one and only truth. The other day, I was reading it. Well, I tell you what, let me go see if I can find that book that I was reading. Got a couple of things I want to show you, okay? I'll be right back.
Okay, I'll be waiting.
Hey, I found it. See right here? Dr. W.F. Albright, Johns Hopkins University. He says that until recently it was the fashion among biblical historians to treat the stories of Genesis as though they were simply artificial creations of the Israelite scribes. But then he goes on to say that there's really no doubt that archaeology has confirmed the authenticity of the Old Testament tradition. Archaeology confirms it. And another archaeologist, Sir William Ramsay.
Never heard of him.
You're reading the wrong books, Paul. Well, Ramsay was a wealthy atheist. He had a doctorate in philosophy from Oxford.
Mississippi?
Very funny. Well, see, Ramsay gave his entire life to archaeology, and his goal was really to disprove the Bible. But after spending 25 years, he was so shocked by the accuracy of the Bible that, well, the whole critical world just stood in awe when he declared himself to be a Christian. And it doesn't stop there. Well, there were thousands of other people who have been non-believers and they've set out to try to disprove the Bible, or either they've studied the Bible with no intent of converting to Christianity, and they're so overwhelmed by the accuracy and the power of the Bible that they know that the Bible is true.
But Becky, the Bible is so narrow and conclusive. It doesn't leave any room for any other ways to find God.
Well, I can't argue with that, Paul. The kingdom of God is not a democracy. God doesn't come up for re-election every 4 years or so. But if you read the Bible with no preconceptions, it challenges you to decide what the truth really is. So, Paul, what's your choice?
I don't know, Becky.
Will you accept the truth of the Bible, or will you just continue to chase philosophical rabbits for the rest of your life?
Now, I'm serious. You promised me that we wouldn't have to walk down the aisle of your home church on our first date.
We're not.
Okay.
I just needed to come by and set up a couple of things for Sunday school in the morning.
Children's Sunday school class. You know, I haven't been in a children's Sunday school class since I was a child.
Oh, that's profound.
You think you got enough pictures here?
Yeah.
Oh, this is my favorite one. Moses and the Ark.
That's Noah and the ark.
Well, that's what I said. Noah and the Ark. Have you ever wondered about the Ark?
The ark?
The Ark.
Well, to tell you the truth, it doesn't keep me awake at night.
Does me.
You know, I'm beginning to understand there isn't a lot that doesn't keep you awake at night.
Now, how did he get all those animals onto one boat?
Can you imagine the smell?
Well, I'm just glad that he didn't ask me to do it. I wonder how far the animals had advanced up to that time.
Advanced?
How far they had evolved.
Evolved?
What I mean to say is, if we could see the animals during the days of Noah and compared them with the animals of today, I wonder if we could tell any difference. You're looking at me like you just saw a ghost.
Oh, never mind.
Now, wait a minute. You don't actually believe that just God walked out on nothing and said, let it happen, and then it did?
Well, what if it did?
What if it didn't?
You mean to tell me that you think at some point in time, say 1,000,000 years ago, that we were all swinging around in trees like this guy?
Well, what about all the scientific facts and arguments and theories that support evolution?
What about God, creation, and miracles?
God could have given the universe the raw materials to do the job and then just let it all develop on its own.
Well, what about causality?
Cause what did he?
You know, that's what really gets me about you.
Causality?
No, you. You just take a flying headfirst dive into the very first theory that comes along without any thought of the previous data.
Well, excuse me. Previous data. I didn't know I was attending a scientific and theological doctoral seminar. I thought this was our first date. By the way, what is causality?
Causality says that everything has to come from something. Life comes from life.
Yeah, I remember a couple months ago in Dr. Tupper's class.
Sure you do. Can't believe I'm dating a guy who claims he's recently returned to Christianity, and yet he still believes that something came crashing into everything else, and then all of a sudden, Shazam! And then 1,000,000,000 years later, God walks up to the earth and says, oh wow, look what happened here.
No. That is not what I'm saying. What I'm trying to say is that the process of evolution took billions and billions and billions of years. It could have started off with a boom.
But you're still saying that time plus nothing equals something.
Exactly. No, that's not what I'm saying at all.
Well, look, I know there are lots of scientists with lots of crazy theories. They teach it in school as fact, but it's never been proven.
Well, what other options are there?
Well, there's always the Carl Sagan approach. The cosmos is all that is or ever was or ever will be.
Sounds depressing.
Or, you know, there are some people who believe that the universe is simply an illusion.
You're kidding.
Not at all. And then some people believe that the universe is eternal.
Well, if the universe is eternal, then God is eternal also. Well, that doesn't make any sense. I can't believe that.
Or maybe, just maybe, you might want to believe that in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth.
Well, I do believe that.
Then you have to believe that he had a purpose.
Well, I do believe he has a purpose.
If you can believe in the eternal, miraculous, infinite God, then you have to know that he had a purpose for us, for you, since the very first day when he created human beings in his own image. You know, we didn't just make up this God of ours. Our testimony of God goes back, well, as far as the earliest writings.
And God had a purpose.
You know, God didn't just hire Mother Nature to simply take its course. Creation was a hands-on experience for God. He created every intricate particle that has ever existed. Well, thanks. Well, I believe that he made sheep with sheep in mind, totally unrelated to fish.
Or giraffes.
Or Lions.
Or tigers.
Or bears.
Oh my.
Or mongooses.
Or is it mongoose?
Stick to mongooses.
Okay.
So with the greenery for the church, that should just about take care of the flowers.
I tell you something, I will be so glad when we get all these cakes and tuxedos and invitations and flowers over with so we can get on with life.
You're depressing me. This is supposed to be fun.
Some fun, I tell you what. Can you believe it? You are about to marry the former agnostic that gave you such a hard time in that faith and human values class a couple of years ago.
Well, you know, I always did feel called to missions.
Well, I hope it's home missions now.
Well, I just hope that the native is sure he's converted before I'm granted the visa.
I'm converted. I really am.
Well, where do we go from here?
Well, I thought maybe we could go by the student center and check the mail and then maybe go get some ice cream.
No, not today. I mean, where do we go in life?
Life.
Where will we end up? What will we be doing?
I've got it. I'll get a promotion at the ad agency, and then you can be June and I'll be Ward, and we'll have Wally and the Beaver.
I just hope we don't bring in Eddie Haskell into the world.
Nah, no way. We are going to eat, drink, and be merry. We are gonna live a life of pleasure. We are gonna have a Lexus with the greatest sound system, dual air. I can't believe this. You're kidding me. How did they do this? This is not... Hello, Amwest Advertising. This is Paul. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, we do have a slight problem, and we're working it out right now. Yes, sir. Don't worry about it one bit. Yes, sir. Yes, I understand that. It's my neck on the line if it doesn't work out. Yes, sir. Thank you very much. I apologize. Thank you. Hello, Amwest. Oh, hello, honey. Yes. Oh, I completely forgot. 6:30? There's absolutely no way I can make it by 6:30. I've got a meeting at 4:30 and boss wants me to stay. I'm sorry. Can you hold on one second? Glenn. I'm so glad you called me back. Listen, we have got a major, big-time mess up. The boss is all over my back about it. Okay, look. If you can work it out with Paul, can you hold on just one second? Becky, I'm sorry. There's just absolutely no way I can make it tonight. Okay, well, tell Zach that I'll do my best to make it next time. Okay, I'll try my best, okay? My stomach is killing me. I'm trying my best. Okay. Glenn, yeah, okay. I understand. Well, did you try that? It's gonna be great. We can have a house on the lakefront with a 3-car garage and a jacuzzi out back.
I don't know that will ever happen to us. Is that your main goal?
No, it's not my main goal, but it sure would be fun. I'm an achiever, you know? I want to do things at work that nobody has ever done before. I'm no slouch. I want to be all that I can possibly be. I want to... Well, thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. Thank you. And congratulations to you, too. Let me know if I can help in the upcoming campaign. Yes, goodbye. Account Executive of the Year, 2004. Advertising has been very, very good to me. Hello, Zach. Yes. Is Mom around? No, don't bother. Oh, I can't believe it. I completely forgot. When is your next game? Let's see. No, I'm leaving for San Antonio. Maybe next week. End of the season, huh? I really feel bad about this. Listen, next week, let's get together and I tell you what, We'll go out to the hobby shop and buy one of those remote control air... Zach? Zach?
But isn't there more to life than making money?
Of course there's more to life than making money. Ultimately, I want to be remembered for the good I did for society. I want to be involved in church organizations, yes, but I also want to be involved in some civic organizations. I mean, that's what wealth can do for us. Why should all the evil people have all the wealth? We can help other people's dreams come true. That's what personal satisfaction is all about. And once again, to end this teleconference, let me say thank you. Thank you to those who have encouraged me to continue to support this cause. They've encouraged me not only to give my time, but a considerable amount of my wealth. I want to thank you. And remember our slogan, we are the world. We can make a difference. Let's wipe out this terrible disease in our lifetime and save millions upon millions of lives. Thank you. Have a wonderful dinner. And once again, thank you for the award. Zach. Yes, I was hoping there would be no answer. I assumed you'd be flying over. Oh. Well, I can certainly understand that. Yes. Well, I can't wait to see my new grandson. When do you think? Tough spring. Well, perhaps this summer. Perhaps we'll have a chance to vacation. Yes. I understand. I must go too. Yes, thank you. Goodbye.
Well, Paul, there's something that really concerns me about all this. Where is God in all of it?
What do you mean, where is God? He's a part of it.
Well, I hear all your goals and dreams about fancy cars and achievement, cute kids, 3-car garages. But isn't there more to it than that? I hear where you want to go. But Paul, what will you do when you get there? When we're living alone with all those trophies and plaques, with all the gadgets and whistles, with all the money and grandkids, where will we be? What will we be able to look back on and say, yes, we made it. We finished the course. We fought the good fight. Are we going to be able to say that? Will we reach our destination?
Are you sure you want to be here?
I feel like I need this.
It's been 3 years, hasn't it?
In some ways, it seems like it's been 30 years. And in other ways, it seems like it just happened yesterday. Some days I'm really at peace with myself about it. And then I'll have that impulse to call her, especially when something really good is happening in my life, like when I met you. And I'll go to the phone and then it'll just hit me. She's not here anymore. My mother is dead. It just cuts through my heart like a knife.
There's so much chaos in this world. It's hard to believe that God is in control. Wars never cease, buildings are bombed, people go hungry. And yet you've taught me to believe that, yes, there definitely is a God, and yes, there is a heaven.
You know, it's funny. I'm usually the one reminding you about heaven. And now when I need it the very most, You have to remind me. I just want to scream sometimes, you know? I think about all that she went through, the terrible disease she had to suffer. Cancer. It just took her away.
Now when she has time to be with her family, she dies.
You know, she had just retired and was going to have time to spend with Dad. And there's extortioners, child molesters, murderers.
They live on. I don't understand it either.
I know that I should be comforted by the thought of heaven, but somehow my anger isn't soothed by the concept.
I remember when we first met, you said that God didn't create evil or suffering, but that God uses those things in the lives of his followers. I believe it, but it's hard accepting that fact.
It's a lot easier to explain that when it's not happening in your own backyard.
I remember when my parents were separated. I prayed and I prayed that my mom and dad would somehow love each other again. That they wouldn't be separated, that they wouldn't get the divorce. But no matter how hard I prayed, they were going through with their plans. They had irreconcilable differences. And it was at that time that I realized that I was beginning to have irreconcilable differences with God. Life can be so cruel sometimes.
When Mom got sick, some of my friends tried to sermonize the situation. They would call me and say, well, Becky, maybe there's some sin or something wrong, rebellion in your life, that if you got right with God, that he would answer your prayers for your mom. I almost started to believe that. I would have done anything to bargain Mom back to health, but I knew that couldn't be right. That's not the way God works. He's not a used car salesman who grants life to the victim with the highest bid.
Yeah. I used to think that maybe if I was just a little bit better, a little nicer, that somehow my parents wouldn't get a divorce. That didn't work out either.
Here we are.
I'd give $1 million to have been able to meet her.
You don't have $1 million.
Yeah.
And I don't have a mom. Not here. Not now.
It's getting cold. We better go.
You know, I guess we're really all orphans. We're just waiting for that day when our dad will come back and take us home to the big celebration. And I know she'll be waiting there for us with open arms.
I can't wait. I have a lot of questions to ask Father God.
You don't have to tell me that. I've been fielding most of those questions for the past 2 years now. That's okay. I'm still hanging around. Take care of my mom, Lord. Take care of me.
Dear Becky, I don't know if I can express this to you face to face, but I have to tell you this. I don't think I should lie to you by not saying anything. I love you. Please believe me, I do. But I'm not ready to say that I'm sure about my faith. I still have many questions. Your faith is important to you, and I believe that you may be right. Jesus may be the only road, the only destination, but I'm not willing to commit to that. Maybe because of my parents, maybe because of my past, or maybe I'll just always question the truth of the gospel. I want to marry you. Your faith actually may be my faith, but I just can't commit to God the same way that you have. I hope you'll accept this fact. I love you, Paul.
Hi, Becky. Did you get my letter? You got my letter.
I tried writing you one, but I don't know. Writing a letter to your fiance about your faith is a cop-out in my book. I'm sorry, Paul. I just can't go on like this.
What, so you're going to end our relationship because I haven't quite decided about my relationship with God?
You know how deep this issue goes with me. My faith isn't something I just spread over my life like icing on a cake.
Icing on a cake. That's a nice analogy.
Why do you always make fun of me when I'm angry?
I'm sorry, Becky. Listen, you can't let religion dominate your life 7 days a week, 24 hours a day.
I know you believe in Jesus, but believing is only the very beginning. You've got to trust Him. You've got to give your entire life to Him. Well, it might be different if Jesus had said, I'm one way. But He didn't say that, Paul. He said, I am the only way. You can't just look at Jesus and say, oh, He was a great man. He's either who He said He is, or He's a liar.
Well, how am I supposed to know that?
Faith, Paul.
I just don't see.
That's your whole problem. You want to see everything. Let me see it. Let me touch it. Let me figure it out. Well, Paul, the most important things in life are miracles. Unexplainable miracles. Blessed is he who has not seen and yet believes. See ya.
We each have a worldview. Oh, we may have never written it down, but we do live it.
I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man comes into the Father but by me.
Sure, I have my doubts.
That's your problem. You want to see everything. Let me see it. Let me touch it.
The more I look for answers in some of these books, the more questions I have.
I have come that you may have life and have it more abundantly.
God is here. He left His mark everywhere. But since He's here, why doesn't He speak to us?
God chooses to speak through the Bible.
I don't consider myself to be a fanatic like...
Like me?
How am I supposed to know that the Bible is God's Word?
Read it. Follow your heart.
Follow your heart.
My Lord, I don't understand everything. That's my problem, really. I've tried to understand it all without trusting in you. I'm tired of sitting on this philosophical fence. I trust you wholeheartedly. I remember the story from Sunday school of those first followers who dropped their nets to follow you. They didn't understand it all either, but they left the boat anyway. I'm dropping my nets. I choose to follow.